This morning on BFMN, a black bear is still on the loose. Where is it now? COVID-19 officially declared to be no longer a public health emergency. A few traffic changes that need to be passed along, that's coming up. And an outlet mall shooting early this week leaves 8 dead and even more injured. And the U.S. has its potential to default. But the question is, will the U.S. default? And the Keep Brooklyn Beautiful program event was finally held. We brought that to you multiple times right here on BFMN. That's all coming up, but first to Brookland's forecast. It's been wet. That's all I can say. Welcome to spring. It's been raining almost every day. Yesterday we just had mist. Today I don't even know what we're going to have. We do have a 20% chance of rain. You can expect a high of 89, very hot and muggy, and a low of 70, but there is a lot of news to get to, so let's go back to that. Black bear spotted originally near the Home Depot in Jonesboro, now being said to be near St. Bernard's. That information still unconfirmed at this time. The bear traveling north. That's what we're being told. We also received insight that the bear will possibly be at Hilltop. Where the bear is at right now, very unknown, but Jonesboro citizens were shopping at Home Depot when an employee on break spotted the bear. That's whose video you're viewing now. If you see the bear, you are told to leave it alone as it will slowly adventure its way back to its habitat. Now, for the latest information on that story, you can visit brooklandnews.wordpress.com. And the CDC has officially limited its coverage on the COVID-19 virus as it's no longer declared a public health emergency. On Thursday, the public health emergency was officially over. That's been in place since January of 2020.
Concern. I have today declared that the coronavirus presents a public health emergency in the United States.
Now, this is also affecting Title 42 at the border, where they are now resuming their regular practices. For my full video on this, you can find it right here on my YouTube channel. Now to traffic. A Craighead County bridge is closed near Bono on County Road 230 or West Church Street as bridge repairs are happening. You will need to take the detour route if traveling on that road. Now to another traffic alert we'd like to pass along. In the 2023-2024 school year, North Hickory Street will become a one-way from the Y where it parts to Bearcat Way to the stop sign ahead.
The challenge that we face is the overabundance of traffic that we have for our school, and we realize that. So we were looking at the new primary school opening and the challenge that we were going to face with car riders as well as our bus riders.
Again, that will take effect next school year. And now to an outlet mall shooting in Allen, Texas, just 20 miles north of Dallas, Texas, where we now have learned that 8 are killed. A shooter in Allen, Texas, kills 8 people, injuring at least 7 more people in an early week shooting at an outlet mall. The shooting, one of the latest mass shootings America has had to experience. Authorities have now released the names of some of the victims, while evidence suggests the gunman held far-right extremist beliefs and had many social media posts that match that description. Now, the suspect, now identified as 33-year-old Marcio Garcia, according to the Texas Department of Public Safety, Garcia was killed by police. Now, from our full report, you can find it right here on my YouTube channel. We now go to a question: will the U.S. default? That's what people want to know right now. Not much was said to have come out of a meeting with the Big Four on Tuesday, but that there will be another one on Friday, which we are now learning it has been postponed amid staff talks. Currently, the debt limit is set at $28.5 trillion, which is the maximum amount of money that the federal government is allowed to borrow. It is almost reached, and if it does so, the U.S. could be led to a default. Now, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen warned that the U.S. could go into default by as early as June 1st, which is approaching very, very slowly, as Republicans want debt cuts and President Biden wants a, quote, clean debt ceiling raise. Now, it's unknown what's on next for the U.S., but my full story is on my YouTube channel and on my website at brooklandnews.wordpress.com. And a citizen of Brookland volunteered to help keep the streets clean by an event hosted by Brookland High School's East program. Over 40 people showed up and showed out to help make sure Brookland is pretty. Now, the mayor told me soon after the event, when I'd ride back at the base location at that school, he told me, well, don't the city look better? And I said, most definitely. The city looks great. If you've been driving around, you're probably noticing not as much litter on the side of the roads. Now, that's all I have for you on this sunny, beautiful, hot Saturday morning. I'll see you Monday, where you can learn about events being held for this year's Pride Month. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I'm Jackson Mitchell, and you're watching Brookland's fastest morning newscast.